So, coming to the action potential. In myocardium of human heart. No doubt action potential occurs everywhere. These are nothing but the membranal electric impulses or membranal exchange of charges. But when we come across the action potential of the myocardial cells, let us understand how it actually works. So here I will make two myocardial cells and let us see how the electric impulses are carried on. This is one myocardial cell. This is second myocardial. Before proceeding, I would like to tell you that the human myocardial cell, in between two, cell 1, cell 2, we have some junctions. These junctions are named as gap junctions. So these junctions are named as gap junctions. So let us understand how exactly the working of action potential occurs in the human heart. Now, always we should remember that at the resting condition, when there is no impulse, when there is no trigger in the cell is at resting condition or the resting phase. And at rest, the resting membrane potential is always minus 90 millivolts. Minus 90 millivolt. Now, imagine there is some trigger. Okay, there is some kind of an impulse generated. So, with the help of that impulse generated, let us say how it is actually created the impulse, because maybe there is an influx of some kind of cations. Cations could be sodium ions or calcium ions. Anything, cations. Suddenly when these types of cations are getting inside the cell membrane, crossing that, so therefore maybe some kind of chemical or electrostatic force becomes totally changed, and that is nothing but the electric impulses. So now, let us say at minus 90 millivolt, the electrostatic force is negative, highly negative. So the membrane potential, I can say like this. Now what happens? So when the influx of cations happens here, so what kind of charges are coming inside? It is a plus charge, positives, cations, and this is a 90. Yes. So what is going to happen? These cations are going to going to counteract on the minus charges, which is minus 90. On minus 90, these charges are going to act and try to neutralize it. In fact, it doesn't neutralize it. What happens? Plus charges will keep on increasing, and electronegative force of, the impulse, the electrostatic forces which is at minus, it will become positive. So, slowly what is going to happen? Minus 90 becomes minus 80 to minus 70. So, the peak goes like this. Now what is going to happen? At minus 70 millivolt, this value is called as minus 70 millivolt. It is called as the threshold potential. It is the threshold potential. At threshold potential, what is going to happen? Suddenly, the sodium voltage gated channels will open, because outside sodium ions are present. Now, through this gated channel, sodium will try to enter inside. So, further, more. So this at threshold potential, minus 70 is the threshold, always remember. Minus 70 is the threshold potential. At this threshold potential, sodium ions will get opened up and allow the passage of sodium ions. When the sodium ions starts coming in flux, they will come. What is going to happen? Slowly the dipolar, this wave, it's going to become more electropositive. Highly electronegative at minus 90 millivolt. Now it is going to become towards electropositive charge. So from minus 70 it will come to 0 to the level of plus 10 millivolt positivity. Now what is going to happen? This phase is called as depolarization phase. This phase is called as depolarization phase because this is the minus polarity, and suddenly what is going to happen? The electronegativity, it is getting lost and overcome by, or it is taken up by electropositivity. So movement of electropositivity towards electropositivity, it is called as a depolarization. Once the depolarization has occurred, now what is going to happen? Now suddenly there will be one more set of channels which will be triggered, and these channels are, I will make two different types of channels. These channels are green one, calcium Ca2 plus, calcium voltage gated channels. At the same time we have blue colored big one which is potassium voltage gated channels. At this point of plus 10 millivolt, which is a maximum depolarization has occurred. Now at this depolarized state, calcium as well as potassium ions voltage gated channel will open up such that calcium will try to come inside, and since we know the fact that inside the cell we have more potassium ions, so potassium will try to move out. Let me tell you, when calcium is coming in, potassium is also going out. So what actually is happening? The net voltage is balanced because whatever calcium is coming, that is also positive. What is potassium is going out, that is also positive. So positive is going out, positive is coming out. So there is no kind of electrical, the charges are not at all totally becoming more or less. So this is getting balanced. To this we are going to get a flat wave. The electrostatic wave will be a flat plateau. Soon after, so but this wave, what is stable? It is not going to, be there for a longer period of time. It is going to be here only for a momentary basis, maybe short period of time. Now, slowly what happens during this course of time? Calcium channels will get closed. So calcium channels will get closed. When calcium is closed, so what is going to happen? Influx of calcium is not going to occur. Rather, what is going to happen? You know that this potassium channel, whatever the gated channel is there, it becomes hyperactive and more amount of potassium is going to pass out. So now you tell me, when more positive charges are going out and no positive charges are coming in, what will happen to the curve? Will it be stable, or will it again become depolarized, or it again tries to attain the negative charge? It will try to again come back to its electronegativity. So again, because see here, calcium is not coming inside, so no positive charge is coming inside, only potassium, positive charge is moving out, efflux of potassium ions is taking place. So what is going to happen? Now this particular plateau which was flat, it will tend to move towards the down. So from 0 to plus 10, from plus 10, it will become maybe the 0. Again same thing, minus 70 millivolts, 80, and ultimately you will get back again to minus 90. So this phase, as I told you, this is depolarization towards positive. This is towards negative. This is called as your repolarization. Polarized state, depolarized state, stable state, net charges is nothing, repolarized state. So this becomes like this. It goes on and goes on. Now, as I have already told you, now, as I told you already at the beginning, there will be influx of some cations and sodium and calcium. There will be some sodium ions here and there inside the cell. Now, these sodium ions will try to move towards the next cell through the gap junctions. Same case, through the gap junctions, you will see the movement of sodium ions. Now, these sodium ions, when they try to move towards the next another adjacent cell, again the same process is going to happen because the sodium ions are triggering this cell to start the action potential. So the same cycle is going to be. So initially you can say that it was at the here. It was at the minus 90. Same line. I will continue. Minus 90 millivolt. This minus 90 millivolt, what is going to happen? Again, because of sodium, it will tend to become like depolarization. Plus 10. Again, calcium ions will come inside. Potassium will go outside. Here at the threshold, minus 70, sodium gated channels will open up. Okay, so it will go. Sodiums are going to help in the depolarization, stability, again the repolarization. And this again goes to the next cell. So this is how the process of depolarization and repolarization creates. Depolarization, repolarization. Again, depolarization. This cyclical process is creating a kind of change in electrostatic forces, whether negativity or positivity, and this entire process and system is called as your action potential, which occurs in the myocardial cells of the human heart.